welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be doing a games tutorial for you guys. And I checked through the responses on my story when I asked you guys what you wanted to see, and the most requested was scooping a quoit, so that's what we're going to do today. So if you have any other things you want to learn about mounted games, drop in the comments below and I'll have a read through and see what I can do next. So yeah, let's get into this video.
Still hot from it when the words they said were the stones and Steve's bird in a cage, 100 miles underground. When the rubble is falling, you'll be singing aloud. Don't you feel it now? Your lungs are still breathing in air and out, and your feet are still hitting the ground.
Okay, so the main thing I want you to start with mounted games is obviously to knot your reins, because that is the easiest way to control your horse with one hand. But how tight you do it is completely up to you. That is on your preference. For me, I tend to do it about middle of the way, just then it gives you a bit of length, so it's not too tight on them, but also short enough where it gives you a bit of like anchoring behind it. So first thing, what I'm going to ask you guys to do, or tell you guys to do, is to sit on your pony and to lean down one side, probably your right side, so it gets them used to where you're going to lean, and then see how far you can reach. So if you can reach between their knee and the floor, you're most likely going to be able to scoop off your pony, because on the angle of them leaning around the turn, it will shoot you a bit lower. I think if you can't reach past the knee, I would imagine that you wouldn't be able to scoop, but we can always give it a go. You never know what you're capable of and how, you know, daredevil you are. So yeah. Okay, so after you've done that test on how far you can reach, probably the next best thing to do is to take your pony on a turn and then try and lean down as far as you can on that turn, just to see if they're used to it on the turn, because some ponies don't like it. And then we can start introducing the equipment after that. Most ponies should be okay if you do a lot of games, because they're used to turning for barrels and cones and that sort of thing. So they shouldn't be too phased, but some ponies don't like the feeling of their rider being half out of the saddle. So this is just to make sure that they're comfortable with what you're doing without you having to focus on trying to grab any equipment. You can just focus solely on your pony.
With hearts of stone, don't you feel it now? Your lungs are still breathing in air and out, and your feet are still hitting the ground. So you gotta hold on. Don't leave.
Okay, so next thing you want to sort out is your positioning for how you're going to scoop. So I can show you how I do it personally. So what I would do is I'll stand rocket side on. So as I'm sitting on him here and I lean down to scoop, I will get my left arm and I will hug his neck for support as I come down, and then lean down. And if I show you the other side of rocket, which is what I'll do with my right leg, is I'll take my foot out of the stirrup and I'll hook my leg round underneath the saddle as I lean down. Okay, so that's how I would do it. But obviously everyone else has their own different ways. Some people I know hold the mane with their left hand as they go down. Some people hold their breastplates. It's completely down to your preference, but that is how I do it and that's how I feel comfortable doing it. But you can have a play around and see what is most comfortable for you. Okay, so once you've got your turn sussed out and your ponies are used to it, now you can start introducing the equipment. And what I like to do, and how I learnt to try and scoop on Strawberry, because she's that bit bigger than Rocket, was I gradually use different pieces of equipment of different sizes to then get down to the quoit. So what I'm going to show you guys and tell you guys to do is to start off with a bottle. So a lot of you guys might not have the type of equipment I have, but if you want to find something like similar size to this, maybe I'll be able to put the measurements in the description below and you can find something similar size. But any sort of plastic bottle that you have lying around, like a litre bottle or anything like that, would be fine. You weigh it down with a bit of sand and it will stand up and not blow over. But yeah, you can make all sorts of these sort of things at home, which I'm going to do a series on, DIY equipment. So yeah, start off with the bottle and then we'll gradually get lower.
Darling, I will stay as we grow.
Okay, so once you've mastered picking up a bottle on your scoop, you can stretch yourself even further to a bit of equipment that's a bit lower down. So I'd suggest the next one is a association box on its side. Now if you don't have this equipment, you can just use a lunchbox, old lunchbox, that's roughly about the same size as this, and you just want to put it on the floor on its side like that, and then hopefully you'll be able to stretch yourself to pick that up, and then we can move on to the next bit of equipment. Okay, so equipment number 3, after you've mastered the pyramid box, I would suggest using a mug, because that is slightly smaller and you still have a good grip anywhere on the mug. So I would suggest put it on the floor with the open side facing upwards, so then you can just go in and grab it like that, and then after that we can move on to the final bit of equipment. So many of you might have thought that the mug might be a little bit difficult because it is that little bit more further to the ground, but once you've mastered that, I don't think you'll have any problem reaching the quoit, which is the final bit of equipment. And once you've scooped a quoit, you are away for any sort of scooping, whether that could be for Windsor Castle or if you drop equipment on the floor. It comes in very handy if you're able to use this skill, because it can be a lot quicker than getting off and trying to get back on again. Okay, so after that tutorial, I hope it helps you guys out with your scooping. You know, I'm not the best at this sort of thing, so it's quite new, and hopefully I'll get better, but I hope my little step-by-step guide has helped you, because that's how I learned to scoop off of Rocket and Strawberry. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more of this, please leave some suggestions in the comments below of what you'd like to know about Mantic Games next, whether that's any tutorials or any rules. Just let me know and I'll have a read through and I'll see what I can do. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later.
Yeah, like the attention, girl, I know you, but you're everything I want in life. We're fighting danger like